Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you can see right there that these two teams have split the first two games of the series. So essentially, that makes this a 3-game series. And that means that winning this game is huge.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, welcome your defending National League champion, New York Mets.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Logan Verrett gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Asdrubal Cabrera is a show-stopping, acrobatic shortstop that dazzles fans with incredible plays on a regular basis. Look out for him to make some great plays on defense in this one.
Dexter Fowler will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m.
First pitch, 7:05.
Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. On to first, and Fowler is retired for the game's first out.
In the second spot tonight, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Bases are empty, one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Scorched to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Anthony Rizzo takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. First offering on its way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
Bruce will come over for a look, but this will wind up back in the crowd, a foul ball. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Chop foul over towards the dugout. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first.
First inning? Yeah, why not?
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Batting fourth, left fielder
Ben Zobrist will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Ready on 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Addison Russell steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
All even now, 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Jake Arrieta will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all of the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction. And besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
Jose Reyes is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Arrieta into the windup. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Well, the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Line softly toward the hole, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Yeah, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Yoenis Cespedes takes his first shot now with a man at first following the one-out single.
Well, this is kind of the way you draw it up. Have at least one guy on base for the middle of your order. We'll see if they can drive him in and get that early run.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. A little bit outside. 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Curtis Granderson set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A runner on first with 2 away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Zobrist. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. After 1, no score. Jason Hayward will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
And that's in there for strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. This is pulled into right. And a base hit here to open up the second.
Oh, this is a nice swing there. You can see he rifles this one just inside the chalk. Maybe he's just a little unlucky to get only a single out of it instead of 2 bases.
Here's Javier Baez. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Nobody out, runner on first. Squared that one up just a little late. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Ripped on the ground to first. To Cabrera for one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Number 54 settles into the box for his first chance.
Second baseman, number 54.
Arrieta gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Well, I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone. And that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Here's Lucas Duda now. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. That's wide, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Chop foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Jake Arrieta set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you, because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
First delivery to him on the way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
1-2, here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Dexter Fowler will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Shot back up the middle, and he makes a great diving stop for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
And I have no idea how this ball doesn't end up being a base hit. This seemed destined for center field, but look at the effort there at full stretch to bring this ball in. We may go a whole month without seeing a better play than that one.
Chris Bryant is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Third inning, no score to this point. A little bouncer. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Arrieta's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. This is in the air out to right. Hayward is under this one. One gone.
Batting ninth, catcher, Logan Verrett.
Striding into the box, Logan Verrett, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Jose Reyes will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. As Dribble Cabrera would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Hayward, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Reyes at full speed. Look at him fly. He's headed for third. And he is all the way over to third now with a 2-out triple.
The shortstop, number 13.
Well, this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
Coming to the plate now as Dribble Cabrera, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Now with the runner on third, you've got to stay with your game plan right here. Don't try to get too cute. Don't try to make the perfect pitch. That's when you're going to get yourself in trouble.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Popped up. Baez is there for it, and that ends the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Anthony Rizzo is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Swing and a miss for strike one. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, left fielder, Ben Zobrist.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Chopped toward the second baseman. On to first, and there were 2 down. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Addison Russell in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cespedes is going back. He can't get there as it falls in. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Granderson. And the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Yoenis Cespedes is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Arrieta's got his target. Here it is on 2-0. 3-0 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Curtis Granderson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Now the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Number 54 will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. That evens it up 1-1. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. One there, not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Great effort defensively and a nice job of hustling down the line there.
Yeah, that's good hustle, getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Jay Bruce is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame.
That's
2-0. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You can bet that man right there is thinking he'd love to get a shot with the bases loaded.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Rizzo is there. There's one. On to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base.
Yeah, really no shot at 2 on a high chopper like that one. They do wind up getting the force at second, but that runner from third is able to just waltz in and score.
Settling in now, Lucas Duda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
1-1, here it is. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
And the pitch on 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
2 out with the man at... Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Javier Baez will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
One away now for Miguel Montero. Montero waits. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Now batting, veteran Jake Arrieta.
Jake Arrieta comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
In there, strike one. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Granderson. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Travis d'Arnaud comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Now the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Outside, 3-0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurt. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
The pitcher, Logan Verrett, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Arrieta sets. First pitch on its way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, this is going to hurt in a lot of ways. I mean, you have to be able to count on getting the pitcher out. That's number one. Number two, you have to count on getting him out when he's giving himself up. I mean, this is just unacceptable at this level.
Now to the plate, Jose Reyes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Three and 0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Looking to keep this a 1-run game.
Nope.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Three-two with the bases loaded. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's Baez back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get one run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Two outs here with a runner at third. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And with two outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Full count now, 3-2. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. The Mets are out on top, 2-0. Dexter Fowler will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. And that's taken for strike 1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Chris Bryant will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Now here's the pitch.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, this is an excellent chance now to get on the board for the first time. They get a man up to third here on the triple, and with only 1 out, they'll have a couple of shots here to get him in.
Anthony Rizzo will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. From the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
The first 2 pitches here, they're both down. They know that he's trying to get something in the air, try to get a sacrifice fly, so they're going to make it as difficult for him as possible.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Ben Zobrist, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a 1-run game.
Ben Zobrist bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Lake making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
And, you know, they were not catching up to that fastball early on, but they're catching up to it now. You can see he's all over this one and just waffles this thing. Rips it all the way to the wall, and he's into second with two bases.
Here's Addison Russell. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Trying to hold the lead. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And the count will be full. 2 out here and a runner at second. Popped high in the air. And Reyes will put this one away, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Mets lead it 2-1. Curtis Granderson will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Curtis Granderson.
And now a pitch on the way. Lays off 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Right on the corner, 2-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
Number 54 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
Sacrifice attempt here. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Travis Wood will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 37, Travis Wood.
Jay Bruce will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Wood sets. Here he comes 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. First and second now, 1 man out. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy, talk about coming to the rescue. That's 2 batters now and 2 strikeouts since coming in. And not away from getting a big-time high five in that dugout.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Rolled slowly to first. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Jerry Blevins is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
And batting in the 7th spot, number 39, Jerry Blevins. Now playing first base and batting in the 9th spot.
Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. 1 away.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Javier Baez, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce will wait on it. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will step in, a ground out victim as last time. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to Loney will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here, 2-1. James Loney will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7.
Loney.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Woods ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, one away.
And this guy is one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer. But these are the guys that keep you in the ball games. And he's doing the job here.
Jose Reyes stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here's the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
That's a borderline strike right there. And I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
Bases are empty, one man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Zobrist, 2 away now.
Since coming in the 6th, he's knocked down 5 in a row, giving him a real lift out there.
As Drupal Cabrera gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Fastball called for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Hitting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back.
Keeping him close.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Addison Reed will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Addison Reed.
Number 40 will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Reed sets. 1-0 on its way. Fly ball out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away.
If you're going to go the other way with a pitch, you've got to be committed to it. You can't just have a lazy swing and pop the ball out to right field. That's not going to do you any good.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. 2-0 now. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. That's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now. 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. And it's well placed. Maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Time called here as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Chris Bryant will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
From the stretch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
You have to wonder a little bit about the consistency of that strike zone. I think that was a strike earlier.
One-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Just overmatched him though.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Up high. 2-1 now. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Runners on first with one down. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And you know, there are times in a game when you just have to challenge somebody. And like it or not, I think this is one of those times.
Two out with the man at first. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Curtis Granderson will start things off when we return. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs 1. Matt Caesar will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 20.
Hector Rondon is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 56, Hector Rondon.
And here is Curtis Granderson now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Too high. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
You talk about a guy who really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Stepping in now, number 54, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Hits are even right now at 5 a side. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Oh, that's high.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Jay Bruce digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Over for it is Hayward, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch.
That's a rough night at the ballpark here. Third strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Michael Conforto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Jerry Familia is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
Ben Zobrist will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate. 0-1, here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is in the air for Cespedes in left. And he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. In there at the knees, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
The 0-2 delivery. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
That's just a nasty slider here. Way off the plate. Plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after it.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. A sold-out crowd of 41,800 get to their feet now in Flushing. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
And obviously a walk here would be a big no-no with 2 outs in the ninth. You cannot put that tying run on base.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. This one's down to third. Reyes scoops it up. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
You talk about a throw eating a guy up at first. Look at how he lets his ball play him. Instead of going out to get the ball, he lets it get too deep. And at that point, it's hard to get those hands into a high enough position, and he can't make the play.
Jorge Soler will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
68, Jorge Soler.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Off and running is Hayward. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
One and one, here it comes. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 2-1. Good night from Flushing.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: